or the leadership structure, I guess, at different places. So I just actually went on the internet, did a Google search of leadership structure. I think I said like organizational chart or something like that, and just did a search for images. And so these actually probably look fairly familiar to you, right? You've probably seen these different places, like first one on the top left, the chain of command. You start, like, this is a very military one. It's very clear who's in what position, who answers to who, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
And then you've got like more of a pyramid one, but still the same kind of thing, where you see that each group is larger, but there's a definite flow of the chain of command. Some other ones, I printed out a few so we could look at different structures in different places. I kind of like this one, the one with all the bubbles on the back of the page. That's kind of it's a different way of looking at it, because Pastoral Council was actually the group that was in complete charge, and so you see how they're in the center of that, and like the pastor is connected to it, and the staff, and the spiritual life, and the community life, and all that, but they're actually in the middle of what they're leading. That was kind of a cool structure. And this one again is just more of a normal one. And then this one I thought was cool because it actually, I knew what Jason was going to talk about, so it took that pyramid and turned it upside down, the one here at the bottom. So that's kind of cool. Hey! Are you trying to find us?
No.
Oh, okay. So these are organizational structures. If you start leading within an established organization, you're probably going to come across something like this. So it doesn't hurt to know kind of how they work. You know, the typical ones like this military one, you've got someone in charge on top, and then the lines going up and down delineate authority, like given authority. In the sense that I'm given authority because they gave me the title director. So it kind of indicates that kind of authority, which is part of why the bubble one is so cool, because it's not really clear which direction the given authority is flowing, and it's all about them serving out, which is cool. And also with this one, because you see it upside down, so you're not thinking about the authority flowing that way. So I talked a lot about influencing and leadership, but it's important to know, you know, if you are getting one of these, someone's above you on it, they expect you to answer to them. If someone's below you on it, they expect that you can tell them what to do a little bit.
Surprised you don't have the sounding structure on here.
Yeah, I thought about putting it on there, but I didn't. There was plenty of examples on the web, and my structure, those who are within it have seen it already, and those who will be looking to. So, yeah. So maybe that's a suggestion for next time. So those are some structures. So the activity I was going to have you do was going to be to sit down and write out the leadership structures, where you've been, and where you think you might be. And that's still something good to think about. And if you're a very concrete person like I do well, drawing graphs and things like that, then you could actually draw out the leadership structure for where you've been. But I was running the other day, and this is just like, it's kind of the grayest, dreariest part of these woods. And I came up around this corner, and I was just like, whoa. And this guy's here, like, isn't that amazing? Like, I know what this property has been used for. I'm pretty sure there's never been a home here. There's never been any reason why anyone would tend this part of the property. It was logged once years and years ago, but like, nobody planted this, nobody cared for it. It just kind of popped up here, and it's just like, it's the most beautiful thing, you know, as far as you can see, I think. Do you guys, yeah? Was it kind of cool to just be walking through the woods and suddenly see this guy?
Especially with it in bloom.
What's that?
Especially with it in bloom.
Yeah, especially in bloom. Like, it's just this beautiful tree that God just allowed to grow here. Like, I don't know, maybe some crow just like dropped a cherry or a plum or whatever tree this is. So we've been talking about a different way of looking at leadership than is standard this weekend. Like, I think that the military chain of command is the first thing that pops to a lot of minds when you think leadership. But this tree is kind of a cool example. So, you guys know, like with a tree, there's roots, right?
Yep.
Everybody's got that much biology under their belt? Okay. You've pulled stuff up and seen roots. So what comes first with the tree? Do the roots come first or the branches? Okay, but if you have roots and no branches, what happens? Right, yeah. It dies.
It makes branches.
It's nothing. So, like, for the branches to grow bigger, the roots have to grow bigger. For the roots to go bigger, the branches have to go bigger, right? And this beautiful part that we see and enjoy, climb on, love, it can't exist without the roots. The roots can't exist without it either, right? And that's like the stuff that's going on inside of you that we don't get to necessarily see. Like as you start to let God change things inside of you, as you start to let God use you, as your heart changes towards people and you start loving the people that you're going to lead, we can't necessarily see those changes, but we will, we must. Like, there's no way we won't see the changes in what's going on outside of you. As you become servant leaders, the changes will happen naturally. Dylan and Eli, like, I can't tell you what's going on inside of them, but I can tell you it's good because they've been up helping, doing stuff in the kitchen. I've noticed that. So I've noticed other people doing awesome stuff too. I just, like, noticed you guys this morning, like, you guys in the kitchen doing dishes, like, it is just naturally coming out of them. It's like the roots in the tree. Like, something's taking root inside, and the tree's coming out, which we can't help but see. So, it's a metaphor. It's cool. It also is kind of cool as its chain of command structure, like as a leadership structure. It's kind of a metaphor. It is like in order for whatever is being led to grow,